Howdy, lads. Today's gonna be a fun video because, uh, as some of you might know, or some of you might not know, I've been working as an executive assistant, for a couple of clients in the US and Canada, things of that sort, right? So, what that entails is I have to make a few calls sometimes to book certain appointments, to cancel certain appointments, to get some clarification on updates, things of that sort. So a lot of the times when I call people, um, I often have to give my clients his name or a few details that they might need. And a lot of the times people don't understand what I'm trying to say, which letter I'm trying to say. Probably because I mispronounce a lot of letters. Like I, for example, have trouble pronouncing my H's right. As I've been made very conscious by a few people in my life. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, I have a problem enunciating certain things. So when I'm giving a few names, such as let's say I'm reading my name out, I would spell it out as ASHWIN, and sometimes they can't catch that. I'm like, is it my problem? I don't understand what's happening. So one way that I thought of working around this would be to just throw some random names on. L for Ligma, um, O for Orange, whatever it may be, right? So I did that for a while, and sometimes people don't catch those words as well. So it's like, okay, what can I use that is universally not known, but sort of understood, sort of familiar to people that may hear like a phonetical system. And obviously, all fingers pointed to the NATO phonetical system, which is used by the military, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure who uses it regularly or who came up with it, but few of us already know it. It's the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, so on and so forth, right? It goes through all the alphabets, and yeah, it's a very reliable system if it comes to spelling certain words out or spelling words out for people on the other end and the line's not very clear. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I am fascinated by memorization, and I got into this, I think, after reading a book called Moonwalking with Einstein, where keep forgetting his name, Joshua, if I'm not wrong. So he uh, undertakes this journey of being like a memory champion and what it means to be a memory champion. And he goes and he trains under this guy. I keep forgetting his name as well. Very famous dude. God damn it. Was on Tim Ferriss's podcast. Uh, Excellent guy. I'll put the name somewhere up here. Um, So yeah, it was very fascinating. I think this was about a couple of years back in my life during the pandemic, where I tried to memorize long strings of numbers. I learned how to memorize a complete deck of cards. I don't remember how to do it anymore. I probably should get back into it. It was very fascinating. But just obsessing over that made me lose like 3 kgs over the span of a week because I was just so hyper focused. I was burning so many calories just trying to concentrate. I think that's so yeah, it was a fun journey. I like memory related tasks, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a short video. I'm gonna try to memorize the NATO alphabet system. Let's get started. So here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna break this down into 3 steps, kind of 2 steps, but 3 steps in total. Number one, we're just gonna go through it. I'm just gonna read through it and see how much of it sticks. Step two would be to attach some sort of um meaning to it. So the way that these guys remember long strings of numbers. Okay. If it's not already clear, in case you guys have watched it, there is a guy called Nelson Dennis. Again, a memory champion in the US, and he makes amazing content. So check his channel out. I'll link his channel. So I'm getting a lot of reference from him. He did a similar sort of video. So uh, the system that he applied was he read through everything once and tried to see how much he remembered. And then he went back and he tried to attach some sort of meaning of the words. For example, alpha with the letter A. He tried to form some sort of connection so it sticks better. Humans don't have a very binary, um, we don't memorize things at face value. For example, the word teacher of morals is just as words, they make no sense to us. We've got to attach some sort of image, some sort of meaning to it. So, a teacher of morals, you'll have to break it down and try to build a picture in your head that's memorable. That's how information sticks in our heads. So, step two would be to go and look at all the alphabets and look at all the words corresponding with the alphabets and try to form some sort of meaning to them. Third step is obviously, as you guessed it, trying to memorize everything or trying to uh, at least state or at least go through one sentence using the NATO phonetic alphabet. All right, so here is the NATO phonetic system. It's 26 words, 26 alphabets. So I'll just go through it really quick. So A is Alpha, B is Bravo, C is Charlie, D is Delta, E is Echo. So far, I know every single one of them because pop culture. F is Foxtrot, G is Golf, H is Hotel, I is India, J is Juliet, K is Kilo, L is Lima, M is Mike. Okay, N is November, O is Oscar, P is Papa, Q is Quebec, R is Romeo, S Sierra, T Tango, U Uniform, V Victor, W is Whiskey, X is X-ray, Y is Yankee, and Z is Zulu. Okay, let me go through one more time. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee, Zulu. Okay, let me try to recall as much as I possibly can. I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to come back to it and attach some meaning to it so it sticks. All right, let me back. I spent like 10-15 minutes just going and creating a few questionable graphics to maybe remember. So I'll go through them one by one. Maybe y'all can follow along with me and y'all can remember it better. So number one is A. So I've tried to draw it as like a big alpha dude. So A is alpha. Just write it down as I go along. Alpha. So A, alpha. I'm gonna put this aside. B, what I've done is I've created an illustration of, I don't know, like a guy clapping, saying bravo. So that is what I have. I remember it. I don't give a fuck about what you think. So go fuck yourself. C is the most questionable of them all. C was supposed to, so letter C was supposed to be a dog because of the new movie Charlie 777. I just thought that'll stick better in my head. But it came out more as a retarded looking rabbit than a dog, to be honest. But I still remember it. So C is Charlie. Charlie. Okay. So far, so good. This is the one that I'm most happy about. Um, D. D is for deltoid, delta. So that's a deltoid, delta. I think this is the one that I'm most proud of. So delta. Look good as well. It's a good looking dude. Next is E, which is echo. It's two people screaming and the voice is echoing back outside. So E is echo. So far, so good. I remembered most of it. Foxtrot. F. It's a couple of small foxes trotting. You can see like their little jumps. So they're light on their feet. They're just bounding on the open plains of, I don't know, where do foxes live? Fox? Is it what's the plural for fox? I gotta find this out. Sorry, it's my ADHD brain. Fox plural. Come on. Plural foxes. Okay, so I was right. Foxes. So just a bunch of foxes running around. I am going to write foxtrot. Foxtrot. Put it over here. We're gonna move to G, which is golf. So it's like a tiny little hole and a guy playing golf and he's taking a swing and it goes and he gets a. I'm learning new things as you go along. What's the hole in one, right? That's got to be it. Hole in one is one, and that's it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant for this video. Golf. G is golf. I didn't write golf down. What a shit show of a video. H is hotel. To a little tiny hotel, and I've called it hotel. So great sense of humor there. So hotel, put it aside. I is India. I had a couple of sketch pens lying around, so I drew like the tiny Indian flag. I put some colors in here. So this is pretty straightforward. I is India. J, this one might be a little hard for me to remember, but I have a relative, an aunt of sorts, whose name is Juliet. So that's supposed to be Juliet auntie. So I'm gonna put this as Juliet. Juliet auntie, if you're watching, I love you. K. K was supposed to be kilo. This is a guy doing a hammer throw of sorts, and this is 1 kg of weight that he's carrying. So that's what I visualized. K is kilo. Now, I said the Charlie one, like the C one, was the most questionable one when it comes to my drawing. This is the most questionable one when it comes to how my brain works. That's a tongue. That's a ball sack. That's a tongue licking a ball sack. I thought of ligma, but I know it's lima. But ligma was the closest thing that I knew of a word and something I could imagine. So L is ligma balls, lima. I'm gonna put that aside. And M is a mic. I just drew a mic. I know it's MIKE. I don't give a crap. I'm gonna call this MI. I'm going to call it MIK, but I just remember it as MIC, Mike. Okay, so that's the first 13 letters of the alphabet, if I'm not wrong. We move on to the boring stuff. The latter half is like pretty boring. So N is supposed to be November. That's a calendar that I've drawn that goes up on a wall. So N is November. Then we've got O is supposed to be Oscar. So I know that there's a breed of fish called Oscar, if I'm not wrong, or maybe it was. Look, I was young. My cousin used to call his fish Oscar. I don't know if it was a breed or if it was the name of the fish. So I'm just. This is Oscar. I don't know if it's a breed or if it's his name, but that's an Oscar fish. So I'm guessing it's a breed. I've heard other people say Oscar fish, or I could be just stupid. P is supposed to be Papa, and that's I call my grandpa Papa. I call him Papa. It's different, but he is planting flowers and he loves gardening. So just drew like a little um, garden of sorts, garden of sorts. So P is Papa. Gonna put that aside. Next is this is the hardest one to remember, I think, because it's supposed to be that's Quebec. That's Q. That's Quebec, and that's like my darts weren't that good. This one just looks like an injection. So like a syringe. So these are supposed to be darts, and me throwing like a dart on the Canadian flag and it landing on Quebec. So don't know how long will I remember that one for, but got my fingers crossed. R is supposed to be Romeo. That's Juliet sleeping, and that's Romeo fucking committing suicide. So, man took a big L, I guess. So Romeo, that's Romeo. Next is probably just the most one-celled imagination depiction ever. Because it's supposed to be S is supposed to be Sierra. So this is eyes. They're seeing air. I don't know, man. I had a brain fart. I couldn't think of anything else. There was a car called Sierra by GMC. I'm not big on cars. I don't remember them. I just thought of something stupid, which is sea air. So Sierra, S is Sierra. These videos are just me showing how stupid I am. Okay, I'm pretty proud of this one. This is good drawing. T is tango, and this is a couple doing tango. This one I'm pretty proud of. I need to learn how to fucking draw basic uh, illustrations. U is supposed to be uniform. Why this dude is overweight, I'm not sure, but this is supposed to be a uniform. I should actually put like a tiny little badge on his pocket. So that's like a badge. So it makes it more uniform. Uniform. U is for uniform. This again is a wonderful. This is just wonderful evidence to support the fact that I can't draw. It's supposed to be fingers V for victory, because that's the well-known symbol of victory, the V sign. So that is victory. This one is supposed to be whiskey on the rocks. Those are ice cubes, and those are two dudes. Oh, I didn't put clinking. Let me put like clinking illustrations. It's them clinking, just tiny lines. W is whiskey. Next is X-ray. I didn't know how to draw an X-ray, so I just drew a dead man's skull and that on a sheet. So X-ray. And we've got Y. This is questionable one again. So it's a dude wearing a Yankees cap. So I just know like there's a Yankees baseball team, if I'm not wrong. So I know that there are Yankee caps. So I just put like a Yankee cap on him. So yeah, Yankee. And the last one is a dude shooting an arrow. But this is not just any other dude. This is a dude from the Zulu tribe in Africa. So they have these pretty looking hats and they shoot bows and arrows. So that's how I remember it. Zulu. And that's it. That's pretty much all the alphabets, I think, in the English alphabet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get through them as fast as possible. So eyes closed. Actually, let me get my eye mask real quick. I'd just like to show my eye mask. So this is the eye mask. This is my undersized eye mask that I wear to bed. I think it's kind of cute. Y'all can bully me in the comments as much as you like. So I'm gonna. Okay, let me start. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, A B C D E F G, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, KLM. M is Mike, N is November, LMN, O, Oscar, Papa, Q, Quebec, PQR. R is Romeo, RS, Sierra, T is Tango, U is uniform, V is victory, W is whiskey, X is X-ray, Y is Yankee, and Z is Zulu. All right. I think I have gotten the NATO alphabet down. I hope you've learned something of value as well. I think you can maybe, if someone has any confusion on the phone saying, can you repeat that? What was that again? I didn't get what you just said. You can just spell things out by using the NATO phonetic alphabet. Thank you for watching this stupid shit. I enjoy making these, if y'all can't tell. It's a fun afternoon. I'm lonely. I don't have any friends to hang out with, so this is what I do. So Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing because a lot more videos like this are going to be coming out soon. Oh, and maybe y'all could tell what y'all want me to try next. So I just love learning new shit. So drop it in the comments. See you guys. Bye bye.